So the reason why you clicked on this video is probably because you're a content creator and you're starting to really feel that grind now. Okay, I know you probably heard it from people who have already like 1 million subscribers, and they're probably telling you, okay, don't worry, there's light at the end of the tunnel and all you need to do is this and this. But if you're a small-time content creator like myself and you're really struggling to get those views and subscribers, I can understand how it's a little tough to swallow. So the thing is, the point of this video isn't to instruct you on how to get 1,000 subscribers, 1 million, whatever. What it is meant to do is to protect your mental well-being so that you can make sure that you're well enough to be able to hit those targets. But I don't want you to just take it from me. So the day before releasing this video, I had an interview with a fellow content creator, a really good friend of mine, Paula, who's a local artist, and I asked her a few questions on what it's like to be a small-time content creator, the kind of hurdles you're going to come against, and see if we can get some kind of enthusiasm going here for it again, and hopefully it will give you a bit of inspiration. Greetings, my name is Nigel Mayo and welcome to my channel. So without any further ado, let's begin, shall we? Hi.
Hi Nigel, thanks for inviting me on.
How the devil are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
All the better for seeing you here.
Oh, good. Happy first anniversary.
Thank you so much. It's as I said, it's been a bit of a grind.
Yeah, well,
as you can imagine, it is for everyone in this kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so firstly, before we get to the questions, just tell the audience, plug your channel, tell them what you offer and a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a portrait artist mainly. A lot of my work is portrait commissions. So family members, pop stars, film stars, they're the general things that I normally draw. But I also do paintings, watercolour paintings, with seaside themes. I'll do just about anything, to be honest, anything. But the main bulk of my work is portrait commissions.
Cool. And just so everyone knows in the audience that Paula is the person who made this. Again, still need to find the vein for it. No, really, thank you so much for doing that.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I thoroughly enjoyed doing it.
Thank you. Paula has also done another video with me. It is basically art and mental health. If you go over to my channel, then you'll see in the videos, it's listed in there, and you'll see her lovely face on the poster. Okay, so question time. How long have you been doing this YouTubing or TikTok or all that kind of stuff?
I'm quite new to it, really. I've been, as you know, I've been doing art for forever, for as long as I can remember, but the social media side of it is really new to me. So I've been on Facebook, and well, Facebook I don't really tend to use that much, to be honest. Instagram I've been on for about 18 months, but really only using it for about 12 months. But the YouTube, TikTok, couple of months, if that. So I'm really new to it still. It's still brand new, and I'm still trying to figure my way around it, to be honest.
Cool. But so you've not been doing it long. So what made you start it? What made you decide to create content on video as opposed to just the art itself?
I think really it was to try and bring my artwork to life. Art's one of those things where it's such a visual thing. The automatic thing was for me to go to somewhere like Instagram with it, where there's a lot of photography, and more than Facebook, it's very visual. And then I thought to myself, I want to do something else with it. I need to do something else. And it was more for me that I did it, to be honest, rather than for an audience. So I never really started YouTube or TikTok to gather an audience. It was for me to try and do something different and do something probably more out of my comfort zone, really, because as you know, I'm not very good with technology, and doing videos and something a little bit out of the ordinary for me was a real challenge. So that was the reason I did it more than anything. It wasn't really to get noticed, and I still haven't been noticed, but don't tell anybody that. But it's for me really just to try and do something a little bit different and more creative with it.
That's good. Again, it's so basically YouTube isn't necessarily all about money. It can have so many applications in your life. Can mean anything to you. That's still okay. So that being said, I know this is a really, really vague question. It's the only way I could put it. So doing content creation, has it presented any kind of mental difficulties, like time management or anything else?
Good question. I don't think it's provided any or created any difficulties. It's more the trying to think of new content to create. So every time you're thinking of something different to do, or a new video to bring out, or whatever it may be, you're constantly racking your brains and thinking, is this really going to be interesting to somebody else? It's interesting to me, but is somebody else going to find this interesting? And I think that's the thing that I've tried to not deal with, but try and get my head round. You're always thinking of, what if somebody doesn't like this? What if somebody tells me this is rubbish? But I think the main thing is just to do it for yourself. So if you enjoy doing it and you enjoy creating it, and I think to myself, I'd actually quite enjoy watching this, then I think that's what I've got to keep in mind all the time, because I haven't even got a big audience at the moment to worry about that type of thing. I think the main your audience is bigger than mine though. Your audience is, I've got 31 subscribers so far on my YouTube channel, so you're definitely bigger than me on your channel. But it's one of those things. You just try and enjoy the experience, I think. And if you enjoy it, hopefully it comes across in your videos as well.
Yeah, I mean, as opposed to regardless of me announcing I've got that format to ask what does audience actually need, at the very, very, very start, it's still all about the stuff that you're passionate about, and it's all about, right, I want to do this, I want to do that, see if that works. If it doesn't, fine, but at least I'm getting that out there. One thing as opposed to, I'm going to actually mention this further on in this video, but with trying to think of something to come out with all the time, what I would suggest is, instead of trying to think every single week, just don't do anything for maybe a couple of weeks or so, and then just do everything in one bulk, so that you can release schedule week after the next. So that gives you the room to be able to think, okay, do this and that, and then I've got that few weeks ahead, so I don't have to worry about that so much, and you're not so stressed about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you, so I know you just said you haven't really had any difficulties as such, but have you done anything to overcome the ones that you have?
I've definitely had periods where I've kind of not done anything for a couple of weeks, and if you're overthinking things all the time, you can kind of have a mental blank as well, so you actually create nothing at all, and it's not good either. So I've had periods where I've taken a week or 2 weeks and not thought about anything to do with art or creating a video, and just give myself a complete break from it, really, and done a crossword or a word search or something. And do you know what? It's actually helped, because while you're doing those other things, you're actually coming up with these little ideas, and you're thinking, why didn't I think of that before? When you're not trying to think so much about it, you do actually come up with these moments of inspiration. So I think that's going forward, that's what I'll do as well. I'll actually take a step away from it if I'm having those difficulties of thinking what to create next. And that's probably a good thing at the beginning of this kind of step forward for me of creating content, is to get it right now rather than stressing about it, you know, as it goes on and on. Otherwise it could be one of those things where I just decide to say I'm not doing it anymore, and I don't really want to get to that point because I actually enjoy it. So I think it's just keeping that enthusiasm and knowing it'll be okay.
As you probably saw from my early videos, there were mistakes, to put it lightly. Editing was all over the place. I spoke in like a snail pace. It just took forever to say anything. Greetings, dear viewers. My name's Nigel Mayo, and I run my new channel, Salad Cream Boy. Now, if you want to know a bit more about what I'm doing here, I've linked my introduction video in the description below. Wait, just 1 second here. If you're getting any value from anything that you're hearing right now, it would mean so much if you just smash that like button. And if you want any further hints and tips on how to support a healthy mental well-being, it would be amazing if you subscribe to my channel. But what I gotta say is there's something called Think Media that I follow. One of the biggest thing is that you start out messy. You have to make the mistakes first. Say the wrong verb or whatever else, and then it will come after practice, repetition. That said, and you probably already have answered this question in what you just said, any tips for anyone for keeping motivated?
Enjoy what you're doing. I think the main purpose of it has got to be your own enjoyment, more than thinking about, or something that I've actually done recently is not think about getting a subscriber. Don't think about getting a like on the video. Actually just putting the videos out because I want to, and enjoying the process of it. And I'll be honest, I've actually switched off from thinking about becoming a big channel or getting subscribers, because I think, especially in the early days, you watch a lot of videos on how to get 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, and it's a good thing, but when you're such a small channel, it can also be a little bit of a hindrance as well, and that can be your focus, and that can sometimes put you back a little bit as well, and the enjoyment kind of goes from it, and it takes away from why you actually started doing that channel in the first place. And do you know what? I can't even remember what your question was now, Nigel. But yeah, the motivation to keep doing it. Yeah, it's got to be.
I was just about to interrupt you there and just say the actual question was its best way of banging your head against the wall for a bit, but yeah, that's better. Yeah, motivation.
But yeah, just do it for your own enjoyment. If you enjoy it, you can't really go wrong with it, can you?
No, of course not. Yeah, quite right. What platform, as in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc., which one is the best for your type of content and why?
Instagram, definitely for me, and I think it's because of the visual aspect of it. Most of the things, when I first went on there, most of the things that I was looking for were photographs or pictures of artwork and the type of person that I would follow. So I think more than anything, it's definitely it's a quick thing. Instagram, you're scrolling through and you just want to see something appealing and a picture of something, really. So I think that's why it works best for the type of thing that I do, more so than somebody who has a different type of content. Definitely.
So as opposed to with enjoyment and mental well-being and all that kind of stuff concerned, because of that, you feel that it's more enjoyable for you and you can just get on with it more, as opposed to, well, this.
Oh. No, it's lovely to do things like this. It really is, and it's a great way to connect with other people, isn't it? To talk about creating videos and what we love to do. But you've got to enjoy it. You've got to. And I've decided I'm definitely not going to get hung up on, I've got to make it big and I want everybody to see this and I'm going viral, because I'm not thinking in those terms at all. I just want to enjoy what I'm doing. And if somebody else enjoys my videos somewhere along the way, then that's brilliant. That's great. And I think for me as well, because of the fact that I do artwork, I want to encourage other people to enjoy doing the same type of thing as well. So it's not all about, being a big star and getting this fantastic channel. I want to help other people along the way and get them to enjoy doing what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just going to keep that in mind, and I'll enjoy every step of it, I think, if I do that.
And with that, you probably answered my next question as well. So if one was to quit content creation, not necessarily all of it, but maybe on one kind of platform, YouTube, whatever, what do you think are the triggers that you need to look out for that would be a warning sign to do so? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think if it becomes negative in any way for you, so if you're starting to worry about it, lose sleep over what you're going to create next, and I think once the enjoyment goes as well, I think that is the biggest thing. As soon as you start to lose that enjoyment and it becomes a chore to do it, maybe take a step back and think, is this really what I'm wanting to do? Because really the content creation should just be another facet of what you actually enjoy doing. Another way to get your message out there or for people to see your work. So yeah, any negative type of trigger which makes you think, I can't be bothered to do this today, because if you feel like that, then it's not really worth it. It's not worth it. Just take a step back and rethink what you want to get out of it.
Now, I've covered this with you in one of our private conversations, but I would just like you to ask you any suggestions on any other content creators, like you shared with me. You shared me a couple. Any suggestions on who to follow to give them that boost? Again, you can say me. That's okay.
Obviously,
but, like, to help you get into stuff, people who you might have enjoyed watching, that are easy to follow, stuff. I think you
put me on the spot now with this. You're putting me on the spot with this one. I'm obviously going to say you, Nigel. Obviously,
Wow.
and to be honest, you're the one person who's helped me to take it in a different direction, my content creation, because as you know, I hadn't even taken a selfie when I first started to talk to you. It was all about the artwork and my camera was focused on the piece of paper in front of me. I'd never taken a picture of myself. I'd never been on camera, and I wanted to do those. I really wanted to do those type of things, and it was only from you saying, do you know what, you can do it. You'll be all right. It'll look fine. That it's actually given me the encouragement really to do that. So thank you. While I'm on here, thank you for helping me with that. And it's given me a little bit of confidence. But I don't think there's anybody else I can think of who's helped me in that type of way to create different types of content and actually be confident in what I'm doing. I've watched lots and lots of people, but there's nobody actually that stands out as one particular person who's helped me to do my videos. But yeah, thank you.
No problem. You're welcome. And because you've helped with the content, with some content as well. And again, thank you too.
Oh, you're welcome.
But I will make a couple of suggestions though.
Yeah.
Nick is one of them. He's absolutely fantastic. Does like Q&As every weekend. Really highly suggest him. And Brian G. Johnson. They've they're like hitting 800,000 subscribers type of thing. They know their stuff, so any like technical stuff, they're the guys to go to. But yeah, I try and help out as much as I can with the well-being type of stuff. Right, any other last words of inspiration to your fellow creators?
Oh, words of inspiration. Words of inspiration. Be yourself. Be yourself and just do what you enjoy doing and do what you're good at. You can't really go wrong with that, can you?
Of course not. Of course not. Okay then, so I'm going to give you one last go at plugging your channel. Where can we find you?
So you can find me on, let me think, all of them really. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, those are the main ones, to be honest. Across all channels, I'm Paula Marie Art. So you can easily find me if you just put that into wherever you're searching for me. And the content is more or less the same on each channel. So if you don't use one of them, you'll find me on one of the others that you do use anyway and find similar content. So Paula Marie Art if you want to look me up. And if anybody wants to send me a private message on any of the channels, if you're looking to start art for therapy, so to help with anxiety or any mental health, please just drop me a message and I will help you out with that.
Cool. Paula, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Nigel. Lovely to meet you today.
You too. Been a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye. And again, thank you, Paula, so much for attending this interview. It means so much that you did that. And not just to me, but also for the people who are watching who are struggling with their own channels. Because it's like I always say, at the end of the day, it gets dark.